this is all that's needed to build the 2 metre dream beam. So you're going to need 3/4 inch. It has to be schedule 40 because it's a bit thicker. Let's get thicker walls, a bit stronger stuff. Schedule 40, 3/4 inch. You're going to need that. You're going to need 2 of your T-piece, 3/4 inch. You need 3 of your cross sections. This is going to be the boom running right through, and the elements are going to come out each one of these. I say elements, this is actually the element, the wire. You need 3.25mm bare copper wire. You're going to need a PVC pipe cutter. So you're going to need some silicone sealer in the gun. You're going to need some Phillips machine screws, 1/2 inch. You're going to need machine screw M5 by 50mm. You need M5 washers, M5 nuts. You're going to need the wee yellow connector for the coax to go in. For the hot and the cold of the coax. You're going to need some PVC cement to hold it all together. The measuring tape. This part is going to come on. This is what's going to hold it. So it's going to go on the actual boom, and we're going to have another piece coming down, which is going to be what's holding it up in the air. So you're going to need one of them. I'm not sure what that is, a slip tee maybe? Slip tee? I'm not sure. I think that's what it's called. And end caps for the ends of the PVC. That's what we need. Oh! And a drill to drill holes. That's us pretty much. That's what we need to build the 2 metre dream beam. Let's get on with it. First, what we want to do is cut our PVC pipe, and I've wrote out what we need. You can see this very well. It's called the Dawn's 2 metre dream beam, or Dawn's 2 metre extreme dream beam. That's what it's called on the internet. I've wrote down a wee bit of a plan here. Reflector driven, director 1, director 2, director 3, and then the boom section 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I've got the sizes here. So for the elements, director 3, 11.5 inch, 2 of them we need because there's 1 at each side. Director 2, 12 inch times 2, director 1, 12.25, so 12.25. The driven element, 12 3/4 inch, 12.75, times 2 of them, and the reflector, 13 3/8, 2 of them. The boom sections, there's these parts in the middle going up to the cross, again the cross, PVC cross parts we've got. So boom sections, so boom 1 is between the reflector and the driven element. It's 13.25 inches, so 13.25. Second one along was 7 3/4, so 7.75. Third one along for director 1 to director 2 was 10 3/4, 10.75 inch. And the last one between director 2 and 3 was 16 3/4 inch. So let's get all of these cut to size. Obviously the reflector will be one in each end. reflector. These guys are fully in. There's your reflector, so there's your first element done. These are right. Obviously at the end that's what the cement's for, so you glue it all in place. So for that, you have your boom section, we're going to cut them next. This is the driven. This is the driven element. I'll go on these. Very tight. A wee knock. Make sure you have them fully in right up to the edge there. There we go. Fully up to the edge. Driven one. You can see it's starting to come a bit shorter when you line them. This will step down, step down, step down, step down like a normal Yagi beam. As you can see the step down. Now we need to cut the boom pieces, which are going to go in between each section. So from your reflector you have boom number 1, and then the first part is your director. You need to make sure that all of this is perfectly flat. Just make sure it's all flat before you glue anything together. Boom number 2, boom 1, boom 2, 3, 4, so on, so on. You get the idea. The boom, the first boom from the reflector to the driven element, the first boom was 13¼ inch, 13.25, which gives us a distance for the centre tube to the other centre tube is 14½ inch. So, but I mean, you don't need to worry about the distances for centre to centre on these, as long as these boom lengths are the right length on that are saying on this bit of paper here, and it's already worked out for the T section, the cross section, the next cross. Can they have been added into the distances between each one of these elements for you already? So as long as these are the right length and the spacing between these element supports are these lengths, you will be the right lengths for centre to centre. Right, the next part I want to do here is, before we take this apart, because we have to drill holes and take cutouts of the ends here, what I want to do is put the end cap on, if I can. Put an end cap on and just put a wee mark on it. I don't want it all the way on tight because I'm going to show you why in a minute. So just put a wee line where the cap is, so we're in. I'll measure it. I'll measure it. I want to come in about 12mm. So we just come in 12 mils. Put a wee line there. On each one there. Hose cut. Hose cut all the way through, and that's where we'll pass the wire. The copper wire will go through there, and then the caps will come on and press right up, and we'll glue it on the tops here. So that's that. Now need the same holes drilled at the other side. $5mm drill bit this time, because we're putting M5 screws through this side, so just do it. Let's get on with it. Should really do this outside, but so, once you've got your 3.25mm holes drilled at this side for the wire to come through, your copper wire, this side I went 5mm because I'm using M5 Phillips machine screws, M5s, so just making sure I've got plenty. Finally I've got washers there as well, which will help hold it in tight. So going to make sure these screws run all the way through. So, there we go, see? Run all the way through. So this is what we want. Obviously it'll be up a bit, the wire will be on. Then that'll be on at the bottom of spacers, and we can just get a wee Dremel. And we can just slice off the excess of the wee hacksaw and just take the excess off, because this wire that comes through the bottom loops round, comes through these holes, comes up and things here. The length of this screw is part of the element, so any excess we've got on the end we'll take off. We'll take it off. I took it apart again, and we're fitting a 3/4 inch wooden dowel right down the boom section. It's going to go right down the boom just to give it that bit added strength, so when it's in the air it doesn't sag. I don't want it to be straight as we can, so I've marked it up where we need to cut. So I'm going to make this cut here. What I've also done here is I've put this, I'm not sure what this part's called. Anyway, I've put that on because this is going to be where the support, you know, the pole it's going to be sitting on is going to be on. And of course, it'll be like this flat side for the AM/FM, and then if you wanted, you could spin the beam up on its vertical, and you've got the SSB for side bands, and then you can spin it back to the flat side again for FM. So important to add that on before. I've obviously still to glue it all together. I'm just doing all this test just now to make sure everything's right. So we've got our wire. We're 3.25mm wire, bare copper wire, and you need 35 feet. I might go 45 feet because I might change this to a 7 element later on, so we need another length. So 35 feet of 3.25mm thick bare copper wire is what you need. So the wire elements we want to measure to the 90-degree bends. We're going to put bends on here for the screws to go through. So we just measure from the bend round the loop to the next U bend. So I've done it for here. So from the U, 82.5 inches to the next U, that's the reflector. So that's the one that goes round, the reflector. Next one, from the U, 78 and 5/8 of an inch to the next U is the director, the driven element, second part here. And then we get 3 directors. The first one, 74 inches U to U. The second director, 72 inches U to U. And the third director, 70 inches U to U. And remember, the bolts that run through are added, they are extra added on to it. So you might think, oh, they're not the right length, but these bolts are taken into consideration as well. That's why this is the lengths that you need from the U to the U, and the bolt is the extra inch. Something like this, guys. That's what we're wanting. I don't know if you can see that. Bend and get tilted to the side, and then we're going to pull or you bend around from that, you know, the loop from that. So we want to measure from right in this 90-degree turn, like what I showed you on the paper, from the middle of this 90-degree turn, the first one at 82.5 inches. We made the first bend from the 90, 82.5 down. What I've done is I've left it like that because we have to. I've left it. I've not put the bend in that because we're going to have to feed it through the PVC tubes. What I have done is I've put a wee black marker halfway, so that tube, I want that marker in the middle, so I know the top loop is the exact same length as the bottom loop underneath. So what I'm going to do is put a tiny wee bit of tape around just where that black mark is. So black mark's at the top here. Do this tight so I can still pass it through without it moving or coming off. And I'll bring it up to that point. I've got my 5 elements done. I've tagged the end so I know what part's what. Halfway down I've put my red tape to mark it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to stand the frame up or support the frame, and we're going to feed these elements through the actual beam. What I've done is I've taped these bits up just so I can hold the centre tape that we had to measure exactly halfway on this loop. I've taped it to hold it there. Now I'm just going to fill it in with a caulking gun and some silicone sealer just so it doesn't move. So I've got all 5 of them to do. See that? Perfect to do it on all 5. 213 off my pal there. So what I've done is I've bared back about 2 inches this gap, and then the centre of the electric I've pared off the shield to put a wee connector on. Just need to put a connector on the hot side and connect it up. So we're just going to do that now. Pass it through this one because it comes up here. It comes round through the. It's a bit tricky this. Through this coupling thing here. Some of the boys getting contacts with each other in the background there on the CV. So good to listen into them boys as well. I'll enjoy it. That's where it all started for me, on the CV there. So it's good. Let's get this on here then. This on here. Oh, there you go. See that one out. What am I doing? I need to get this on, don't I? Screwdriver. Get that started on there. There we go. Over. That started. This wee nut in first with my finger. Try and get it started with my finger first. It's open. Bit of pain in the back side this, but we'll get it. There we go. Got to grip that time. Just make sure we get that. It's a bit too tight, isn't it? Up that side, yeah. There we go, nice and tight. Not the best crimping tool, I suppose, but it's doing the job. There we go, nice and tight. At the end, I suppose we could drop some solder on there as well, I suppose. That'll do it now. It's all going to get sealed up inside when this coupling comes over it anyway. It's all going to get filled with silicone sealer. So waterproofs it and whatnot for outside, you know, so be fine anyway. Well, let's get that through there. Then we go through the, you can see we go through the wire. Then we go in there. Let's grab the wee nut. Let's do this by finger first, hopefully I can get it. A bit tricky, eh? It's alright about there actually. Let's see if we can get that to catch on. There we go. First time. Cooking with gas there. Come on, I was doing better with my finger. Guys coming in for you all over the central belt here in Scotland, so some guys can hear, some guys that are in the middle, other guys, that's gets a bit silly sometimes, Get a bit of a pain on the backside, to be honest, sometimes. There we go, guys, that's looking really good. I'll get you a wee close up with that there. We want 2 inches here, coax. We want 2 inches of the centre coax with the shield off it, so we're pretty much bang on there as well, so that's quite good. So we've got it. So this coupling, this is to come over around on the inside with some sealer. What I've done is I've sawed the excess of each screw off. Obviously the driven element's no like that. You've got the cold going up the top, the hot side going up the top, and the shield comes to the bottom loop. It's one loop. Each one of these are screw straight through, as you can see, straight through them all, because it's part of the length of the loop. What else did I do that I was off? I've put silicone sealant on the inside these to hold these loops together, and then I put the caps on and chucked it in, so hammered it in a wee bit so it presses up against these, so they didn't really move anywhere. Obviously I need to cable tie this up a wee bit neater. There we go. Right, I'll need to try to get these as round as possible in the house. Obviously before it goes up in the air we'll get them a bit better, but it looks not too bad to me. There's a couple of wee bits that are off, but it's quite hard to get the bends out of it, I'm just filling in the bit here with some silicone sealant and just waterproof it up. Make sure no water's going to get in there. I'll just clean that up a wee bit, make sure it's all. I'll turn the CB down a wee bit now. I can tidy this up a wee touch. So we've got it up in the air now, and we've got it on the VNA, and it looks absolutely fantastic on the 2 metre band. So we've got it from 144 right up to 146. It's 144 500, 1.07, a 145 bang on, 1.12, 145 500 calling frequency, 1.18, so still 1.1 to 1, and right up at 146 megahertz, a 1.2 SWR. We'll knock it over to 77s now and we'll see what it looks like here as well. 430 megahertz to 440 megahertz. And absolutely fantastic again, as you can see. Start coming along here. 433 500 is the calling frequency. We're 1.01, 1.02. Absolutely perfect. Come up the top of the band. 137. There's 138 bang on, 1.2. To the top of the band here, a 1.3 at the highest at 440 megahertz. So looking really good. Let's see if we can make some contacts. try and see if we can open Lauder repeater for here, which is down the Scottish borders. Oh, a quick key up and it's coming back at an S9. Got a call in there and see if we can hear anyone. CQ on GB3LB Lauder repeater. This is 2 Mike 0 Kilo India Echo portable. Number 2 Mike 0 Kilo India Echo portable, calling CQ and standing by. Maybe no one's on at the moment, but we're certainly making the trip to the repeater. It's coming back in an S9 there. Portable. Number 2 Mike 0 Kilo India Echo portable, calling on 2 meters and standing by.
Mum, just pretend that I have it.
I said put that on. Is it recording?
India Kilo Echo portable.
Ah, Derek, nice to hear you. Derek, 2 seconds just till I spin the beam around to your direction. 2 seconds, buddy. That's Derek, he's coming from the west and we're pointing to the east at the moment. So we'll spin it around there and we'll go back to Derek. 7 DJV, this is 2M0 KIE.
Roger, 2M0 KIE. What a huge signal, Smokey.
Yeah, Derek, you want to go down one? You want to go 475, Derek?
Roger, QSY 14475.
Is this frequency in use? 2M0 KIE? Recording.
I heard Smokey.
Nothing heard this side. How's it going, Derek?
Roger, Smokey 2M0 KIE MM7 DJV returning. I should have said portable there, Smokey. Is this your new beam? I'll tell you, it's working well there, bud.
Yeah, Derek, we're on the beam at the moment. We're doing 4 watts into the Yaesu FT 3D handset. Well, sorry, from the Yaesu FT 3D handset. And we're feeding the DIY 5-element loop beam with 213 coax coming for that handset. So we're doing 4 watts at the moment, Derek. And I can tell you you're 60/9 here. Your end stopping on the scale there. Go ahead.
Roger, 2M0 KIE. So you there, Smokey, you're 60 over. I couldn't give you a better signal if I tried, mate. Your end stop. It's crystal clear audio as well there, Smokey.
Yeah, oh, thanks, buddy. I'm just sitting at the side of the road here. I've got the beam on the spider beam telescopic pole. I've lifted it up 4 sections, so we're about 4 meters in the air. So it's not very high at the moment. And I just, when I first got you there, you were coming in on the back of the beam there. So I spun it around towards you now. Pardon me. But aye, you're crystal clear here, Radio 5.
Not a problem, 2M0 KIE portable. MM7 DJV returning there, Smokey. Well, I'll tell you, when you were pointing at the back of your beam to me, you were quite a big signal. But when you turned it there, bud, it made such a huge difference to your signal there. So your directional beam is definitely working there, Smokey. Well done, bud. It's one of the best signals I've ever had in 2 meters. MM3 GBL.
MM3 GBL, Chris, nice to hear you, buddy.
Just to let you know, mate, you're 60 dB over 9 crystal clear. Your antenna's working fine, mate.
Ah, cheers for that, Chris. Thanks for that report there. Chris, there's a few other stations calling there, mate, so if you didn't mind, I'm going to try and get them in here as well, and we can try and pass people round in the group if you didn't mind.
Not a problem, mate, go ahead.
Who's the Echo Kilo?
Golf Mike 0 Victor Echo Kilo.
Golf Mike 0 Victor Echo Kilo. This is 2 Mike 0 Kilo India Echo portable. Martin Hill here in Livingston. The name is Keith, Kilo Echo India Tango Hotel. Back to you.
Roger, Keith. The name's Peter, QT, just Kirkcaldy, just to the north of Glasgow. And at the moment you're a 5 and 4 over.
QSL, thanks for the 5 and 4. We're using a wee handset at the moment, 4 watts from a Yaesu FT 3D handset. I've built a homemade 5-element loop beam, and we've got it about 4 metres on a spider beam telescopic pole at the moment, and I'm actually pointing in the westerly direction at the moment.
That's not bad, Keith. You're doing well. I don't think I've heard many folk out Livingston area over.
Yeah, QSL, and that. So, yeah, so we're certainly doing well. If you can hear us there in Kirkintilloch. Sorry, your report. You're 5 and 9. You're 5 and 9 here with me in Livingston. Guys, I think there's someone else trying to call in there as well. So if you didn't mind, I'm going to try and bring the other station in as well. Any other stations copying? This is 2 Mike 0 Kilo India Echo portable with company, and we're listening for any other calls.
M6 JCZ mobile.
Is it the is it MM6 again?
Mike 6 Juliet Charlie Zulu Keith mobile.
Juliet Charlie Zulu, I think. Is that you, Jimmy?
Roger. I can hear you. Listen.
Yeah. Sorry, Jimmy. Where are you at the moment? Mobile.
The A89 Broxburn, but I can hear you. Keep listening. Over.
Ah, QSL and that there, Jimmy. No worries. QSL on hearing us in Cutlet. Well, you're actually coming off the back right-hand corner of the beam there. I'll give you a report on the next one there, Jimmy. So that's quite nice that you were still hearing us off the back of it there.
I just said that to the XYL. She wondered why I couldn't get to you, and when I heard you saying you were talking to the west there, you were pointing that way, but you're 5'9" plus there, Keith, at Kirkliston. I'm now in Broxburn, you're still 5'9" plus there, over.
Yeah, QSL and that there, Jimmy. You're about the same here. You're about 5'9" plus 10, jumping up to plus 20 dB over 9 there, Jimmy.
No bother, Keith, I just thought I'd let you know that, pal, so I'll leave you back there.
2 Mike 0 Kilo India Echo / portable, calling CQ and standing by.
2M0 KIE, I think it was G0 ATV.
Yeah, G0 ATV 2M0 KIE / portable. The name is Keith Kilo Echo India Tango Hotel, and we're in Livingston, West Lothian, QSL.
2M0 KIE G0 ATV. Okay, Keith, all noted. Name of send is Alex. Location is the market town of Kettering in the county of Northamptonshire, about 60-70 miles north of the capital London. 2M0 KIE G0 ATV.
Yeah, G0 ATV 2M0 KIE / portable returning. Yeah, well, I'm testing out a homemade antenna. It's a 5-element loop beam. It's a full wave loop on 2 meter band, but it's also showing nice SWR on 70 centimeters. I'm in Livingston here in the central belt of Scotland, and we're accessing the repeater in Glasgow, which is about 30 miles away from me at the moment, and we're using a handset going into that beam. We're using the Yaesu FT3D handset, and we're doing 4 watts, 30 mile distance, 4 watts into the digital repeater in Glasgow there. Go ahead.
2M0 KIE portable G0 ATV. Okay, Keith. Well, it's certainly doing a good job, and you're certainly hitting that repeater Q5 because there's no issues at all with the signal. Fine on the setup. I'm using a FTM 100 to send into a homebrew